Wonder Woman final trailer.
Diana, fighting does not make you a hero.
What if I promise to be careful? Just a shield then.
Diana.
No sharp edges.
Be careful of mankind, Diana. They do not deserve you.
You've told me this story.
What is this place? Who are you people?
We are the bridge to a greater understanding.
Right.
What is your mission?
Well, here's the thing. You are in more danger than you think. The boys in the trenches called her Dr. Poison. Millions would die. The war would never end.
I'm going, Mother. If you choose to leave, you may never return. Who will I be if I stay?
Will come when you have to run.
To the war.
Well, technically the war's that way, but we gotta go this way first.
How can a woman fight in this? Ooh.
Who is this young woman?
She's my,
Diana, Princess of the Mist.
Prince, Diana Prince. If you believe that this war should stop, help me stop it right now. What are you?
You will soon find out.
Wonder Woman, rated PG-13. Experience
Did
it
we
on
recognize
IMAX
that
3D
song?
June 2nd.
Yeah, League of Legends song. It was actually made just for League of Legends.
Yeah, I thought that was
at the
funny.
time.
Yeah, the
So
first time I saw it, I was like, "Wait a second."
Yeah, I was like,
couldn't pay attention to the rest of it.
I like that song because it was a really good song.
It's a
with
good
those
tune,
little-
yeah.
And it was by Imagine Dragons, which made some other good music. So
This is a cool. I like this. It's awesome.
Go back a little bit. Never mind. I'm not going to be a. Yeah.
What?
You're not gonna be a
Oh,
dick.
yes,
you are.
It's freaking Wonder Woman movie, man. That was a deep sigh.
I do think this one looks a little more, a little brighter than the other DC ones.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
keep thinking that it's gonna be better than the other DC ones,
I
and
hope
then
it
they.
is.
But then
they
reality
just
kicks
throw
in and
out
you realize it's
like
gonna
random sexist stuff, and it's like, yep, that's fantastic. Thank you.
Random sexist stuff?
It makes sense about the random sexist stuff for the time frame that it's in.
Yeah, that's true.
The time frame that it's in.
Uh-oh.
Seriously.
Uh-oh.
The 1940s?
Uh-oh.
It
That
was
sounds like a
World War
trigger.
One, so I'm assuming
Oh,
it
it's
would be
World
the
War One. That's right. I thought it was World War
1910,
Two.
you
Is it World
know.
War Two?
No, it's World War One.
World War One. Okay, so yeah, 1910, 1912, something like that.
I'm not for sexism. I'm just saying, like, the time frame that
Yeah.
this movie taking place in.
It
kind of
fits.
makes sense. Yeah.
I get that.
I think it's just that's the political message they're trying to
I
push.
don't know. I think it's just for
I-
laughs.
Don't understand. I mean, I don't know very much about DC Comics. I don't know much about Wonder Woman. I don't know much about her beginnings and all that. I know kind of where she came from. I don't know the time period she came from, though, or if she's supposed to live forever, or if she's like got a Wolverine thing, or she just ages super slowly, which is why she's the same freaking age as she is in modern times when she meets Batman and Superman. But I mean,
Well, you probably should watch the movie.
Yeah, go see the movie on June.
you know,
As far
I
as I
really,
know,
I
I think
really
she's-
don't have high
Look at that
hopes.
forehead. Good Lord.
I really don't have high hopes for this simply because she's supposed to be this awesome super powered, super strong woman
Yeah.
who's the daughter of
Zeus and Athena or something like that.
yeah,
Supposedly
Athena,
the daughter of Ares, actually, the god of war.
something like that.
Makes sense.
Hence
But
why
look,
she's a warrior.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know that in this story, or
I don't know how they're playing the backstory aspect of it.
Yeah,
as far as
that's
I'm
hard to
aware,
tell.
she's supposed to be. She is basically a demigod. I don't
But
know
it certainly
exactly.
looks like they throw in the whole, hey, she's a damsel in distress here and there, and look at her powers are based around her bracers and this lasso of truth. I mean, it's. I
but
don't
isn't
know.
that the story?
Yeah, but I was gonna say, isn't that more or less the character? And I think this.
It kind of is, and that's
And
why
people
I'm
love
a
the
Marvel
character.
girl. I'm
I
not
look-
a DC. But
I look at this and I understand what you're saying, but I also think it's the aspect of they're doing.
I mean, okay, that last scene where they were sitting there and they were shooting her with whatever it looked like lightning. Does that not remind you of Green Lantern?
No.
No.
Because
I
it
see.
should.
It wasn't
I
that
mean,
bad CGI.
Well, this is.
That's quite
I
an
don't have high
accusation.
hopes.
I look at this. I would say I look at this.
That is
for
a
two
serious
things.
accusation to
Oh,
say it
I'm
looks
gonna-
like Green Lantern.
I'm gonna kind of counter this. To two
Green
things.
Lantern
The
was
first
bad.
thing
This
is
looks better than Green Lantern.
the first thing is that I think the part of the sexist aspect where she's playing like the damsel in distress. I think you're overreading that. I think it's playing the fish out of water. She has no concept of the society she's being
It's
introduced
she's
to.
a fish out of water, yes,
But-
but
and the second
I
thing
mean, if you
is-
look at a lot of this, all she's doing is blocking attacks. She's not going through. I mean, a lot of this is the dude attacking everything and going after. I mean, it's.
The
Maybe
dude?
It's Wonder Woman. All she does is block attacks. And
The main
basically
protagonist
use her-
is a woman, Mrs. Poison, or the Poison.
I
lady.
mean,
Dr. Poison, yeah.
Dr.
and it pretty
Poison,
much
yeah.
it pretty much pushes into the fact at the very beginning of the video where she talks about how in
The
order to make it
antagonist.
in
Antagonist.
order to
I
make it
really-
fair, she's not going to be aggressive with the edge of the sword, i.e., she's not going to take life, which is probably what they're trying to bring back into
But
since they completely
this is
fucking raped
also-
Superman.
And she
But this is
just
also the
looks
first
like she
time-
just sliced a guy in half there.
this
No,
is
that
also
was
not
a-
that's
A
pillar.
glancing
She
blow.
turned the knife.
That was a pillar.
No, she hits the pillar.
She is the
Um,
pillar.
But this is also, I think, the first time that DC has really
It's a badass
used
slide.
a leading female villain as a villain
Actually, it looks like she got him too.
in modern DC movies. I think it's the first time that they've actually used. And
But you can't.
I've always been more of a fan of DC's villains than their heroes. Their villains are so much cooler.
She might
Well,
hit it
I
down.
think she
hit it
wants to
down.
promise. She wants to make her mom as proud by saying, "I won't take life," but in the end, she's going to know that she has to.
Oh dear God.
Oh God!
No, that's DC. We're gonna make these overpowered, stupidly overpowered people that nobody can kill with every power ever.
She's
and they're not gonna
born
fight
from
till the
gods.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh my
Oh, my God.
goodness!
Holy crap, Saul's like Shadow when it comes to comics.
I see. I'm gonna actually.
That
see,
was perfect. That is a
this
great
one of the
analogy.
Things, wait a second, hold on. This is one of the things that I agree with Saul 100%. One of the main issues
That
that
should
DC
worry you.
One of
That
the
should
main
worry
issues-
you.
One of the main
Fucking
issues
done.
DC has is that DC only has one actually quote unquote human character, and that's Batman.
Batman.
Everyone else is basically immortal, godlike,
Green
unfallible,
Lantern has
perfect.
the power of over everything green. And can
Look, no, look. No matter if you're looking at Marvel or you're looking at DC.
apparently doesn't age at all. It
She
has
could be,
these
she could be
bracers,
killed. She
Look,
could be
no,
shot.
hey,
She could be
20
shot.
second timeout.
super strength.
Look,
Superman
no matter
has
if
every
you're in
power
Marvel.
ever made.
Oh my God.
Every offshoot of Superman, Superboy, Supergirl,
Look.
we have
Superdog, they all have every superpower ever.
Look, whether it's Marvel or whether it's DC, they've always been they've made it a focal point that the universe is going to get smaller because we need to get used to the idea that there's going to be other things out there. There's going to be stronger people. There's going to be metahumans. There's going to be all these things coming is the idea. It's not.
And hot guys with shirts taken off.
But the only people who can counter him are these super strong aliens or gods.
Usually, most DC things.
Look,
most
in all
DC
fairness, I haven't seen your sword, your shield, and your lasso.
Most DC villains are beaten by one of two things. One, the actual hero decides all right, I'm done fucking around. I'm gonna go resolve it, and then they just resolve it. Or 2, in the Dragon Ball Z universe, they always say wait for Goku. In DC, it's wait for Batman. So
You know what would be crazy? If this was all from people's imaginations, from like comic books or something. It's all make believe. What are you fucking offended by? It's make believe.
I'm not offended at all.
It doesn't even exist in real life.
I'm not offended at all. I just personally think the movie's gonna suck because DC doesn't.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
Look at what flaws she has. The only flaw she has.
I'm
is
more than whelmed.
Doesn't understand modern time technology. That is the only flaw she has, and she's already equipped.
She doesn't.
She
It's more than that. She doesn't understand how society is at all.
She doesn't know how to love.
Being
how to live.
A flaw. Being able to be killed isn't a flaw.
Sure it is. In this world it is. When you're going
against
born
of a god.
I'm sorry. When you've basically grown up your entire life living on an island full of other unbelievably attractive women, and you go to a modern fucking world, okay, and the best of their technology, you're bouncing off your bracelets like.
Shadow, that's a good point. Her other flaw is that she's a woman. That's her other flaw.
No, her
That's
other
a
flaw.
huge
no,
flaw.
Her other flaw is not.
I just can't believe we had this conversation.
Right, her other flaw is not. I have no problem.
Can we
of that.
them?
My issue is that the writing is not going to be well.
The
I
writing's
almost
not gonna be
guarantee you that the male lead will die.
Her name's Wonder Woman, not Underwhelming Woman.
He's not gonna die. He's gonna be the love interest that's gonna keep reappearing in every freaking movie.
How?
He's gonna be the
reappear?
distress
He
as
will
they're trying to,
die.
like,
He's
go
gonna
against
die.
gender
He
issues.
will die.
She has to come to terms with her longevity.
Okay, he will die in the 1980s.
No, he won't.
So
He will not. They won't.
He's
They will
alone,
not
which she
do
means
that.
Batman and Superman.
They will not do that for one
because
reason.
he
and
will
one
die
reason.
of old age.
No, they will not do that because they do not want to make the complete
Dolls and
utter
the
thing
grand-
to Captain
You know what?
America.
Wait. Fan theory here. The reason why they were able to get the picture of her back from the war in Batman versus Superman is because he dies, and she loved him, and she's unwilling to let the picture go. That's how it still exists.
The aspect is see, I haven't even seen the movie, but that's my mentality. He will die, and the reason. Hold on. I'm calling fucking time right now, motherfuckers.
Oh lordy!
All right. He will die. Everything Saul just said. All right. She is basically unkillable. She is the super soldier. She is all of this jazz. He is just a normal man. She will fall in love with him. He will be the one that dies, and that will basically be the grounding force of what she needs to do, and the mentality that she needs to use her powers to protect the people that are weaker than her.
But she
Her name is Wonder Woman, not Ordinary
She
Woman.
pretty much disappears after this until Batman finds her.
And yet again, that would be the
something's going to happen at the end.
That would be the
motivation for her doing that because she
these people.
What that guy said right there. That guy.
She'd be like,
What he
she's
said.
gonna be like, fuck these people, and I'm
And
going
then
into
that
hiding.
would,
The
like I said,
cost is too high.
And that's just it. That would be and that would put into the aspect of why they have to drag her out and get her back involved in the world, because her first foray into the world, she falls in love, and the guy she falls in love with gets
She
killed.
never knew love because she was on an island full of women.
See, thank you.
Bitches.
At least somebody can see where I was going.
Okay.